Arsenal eyeing ambitious swoop for Arda Guler and Antonio Semenyo. According to Spanish outlet Fichajes, Arsenal are ready to make a formal offer to sign Real Madrid star Arda Guler during the winter transfer window. The London heavyweights have had a fantastic first half to the Premier League season. They're 4 points clear of second-placed Manchester City after the latter's draw at Sunderland on New Year's Day. Mikel Arteta's side find themselves in a good position in the league, and Fichajes report that they could seek to bolster their midfield and forward options further this winter with an ambitious approach for Guler. Arsenal are ready to spend $69.6 million to test Madrid's resolve for the Turkish starlet. They're prepared to propose a loan deal with an obligation at the end of the current campaign. Ambitious move. Guler struggled for regular playing time under former Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti, but his fortunes have changed since Xabi Alonso took charge. He has made 25 appearances this campaign, with an average of 65 minutes per outing. The Fenerbahce graduate has also made key goal involvements. He has scored 3 goals and provided 7 assists, operating from a central or attacking midfield role. Guler can comfortably play from the right wing position too. His versatility could be a reason behind the speculated Arsenal interest, but it would be a huge surprise if Madrid even contemplate his departure mid-season, given his important role under Alonso during the ongoing season. Arsenal have done similar business with Madrid in the past with loan deals from Martin Odegaard and Dani Ceballos. The former was signed on a permanent basis for $30 million, which has proved a huge bargain over the years. Guler would be a fantastic acquisition on loan due to his immense potential and young age, 20. However, a deal could be difficult to pull off. Madrid may not entertain any bids for the playmaker during the current transfer window. Furthermore, the player himself could turn down a move, as he may not be guaranteed regular playing time. Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka are undisputed starters in the number 10 and right wing roles when fit and available. Similarly, Declan Rice is a nailed-on starter for Arsenal in the number 8 role. Hence, it appears unlikely that Arsenal can persuade the Turkish ace, even if Madrid give the green light to a loan deal with an obligation to purchase. Chelsea eye outrageous transfer bid for Arsenal star, as Spurs make offer for $17 million rated wonderkid. A roundup of the biggest new Premier League transfer rumors, with news from Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, and Leeds. The January transfer window is officially open, the first deals are already over the line, and to help you keep track of all the comings and goings, 3 added minutes are back with our regular roundup of the biggest and wildest new Premier League transfer rumors, starting with a pretty extraordinary rumor for Chelsea and Arsenal fans. According to Caught Offside, Chelsea have set their sights on potential transfer deals for 2 players from immediate rivals in the upper echelons of the top-flight table. One of them, Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers, is a long-term target who has been linked to the Blues many times, but the other name is rather more surprising, Arsenal's Ethan Nwaneri. Chelsea are really keen on the 18-year-old winger, who has struggled for minutes this season, with Bukayo Saka and Noni Madueke both ahead of him in the pecking order. Apparently, several figures in the industry have confirmed to Caught Offside that Chelsea's interest is serious, although there's no suggestion that an approach has been as of yet, or any word on how much they might be prepared to offer the Gunners. Arsenal's stance is, apparently, that Nwaneri won't be sold, which isn't surprising, although it's suggested that they could sanction a loan to another club in the Premier League. The 3 a.m. verdict is, there's just about no chance that Chelsea signs Nwaneri in the immediate future, but things change quickly in football, and he's certainly the kind of hugely promising young player that the Blues are happy to spend huge amounts of money on. So don't be too shocked if this story ends up having some legs down the line. Not in January, mind. Spurs make concrete move for Brazilian wonderkid. Over to a story for Tottenham Hotspur supporters now. According to Sport Witness, Spurs have made a concrete move for 19-year-old left-back Sousa, having tested the waters with an initial bid for the Santos starlet. An official bid was launched in recent days, the article claims, citing sources within the Brazilian press, but was rejected due to falling short of Santos's asking price. That price is apparently €17 million, £14.75 million for the 70% share of the player's economic rights that the club owns, suggesting a total fee in the region of £21 million. Spurs' initial offer was well below the required mark, it is claimed, and the gap in valuation is said to make a January deal highly unlikely. MC Milan and Chelsea are also said to have found negotiations challenging, with Santos holding firm. There's no word on where the player would like to end up. The 3 a.m. verdict is, if a formal offer has indeed been made, then that suggests that Spurs do indeed want to strike a deal this winter, and they have the PSR headroom to meet a high asking price if they want, so this may not be so hard to do before the end of January as the article implies. Still, there's clearly a long road ahead. Leeds eye bargain move for Bundesliga star. Let's wrap today's digest up with a story from Team Talk, which reckons that Leeds will eye a bargain move for Union Berlin defender Danilo Doki this winter, a player whose physical qualities and threat from set pieces have supposedly made him stand out as a transfer target, as Leeds continue to press on with a switch to a 3-5-2 formation. Arsenal. Declan Rice has traveled with the Arsenal squad to face Bournemouth today. Declan Rice has traveled with the Arsenal squad for the game against Bournemouth, according to Hand of Arsenal. The Gunners' account and insider is famous for breaking some major transfer news about the Emirates Stadium club and is followed by the likes of Dharma Chef, Charles Watts, Miguel Delaney, Fabrizio Romano, and Sami Mokbel on X. They've proven to be a trusted source concerning all things Arsenal, and they claimed last night that Rice pushed all day to play against Aston Villa Tuesday night, but fell just short. It remains to be seen whether the Gunners' midfielder will be involved against the Cherries, and manager Mikel Arteta will make a final decision. Arsenal boss has claimed that Rice has yet to fully recover from the knee injury that kept him out of the Villa game. While the midfielder is a significant doubt to be available against the Cherries, it would not surprise many if he gets involved today. Arsenal fared well in his absence against the Villains, strolling to a 4-1 victory following an impressive second half. They return to action after today on Thursday when they host Liverpool, and he is likely to be available for the match should he miss out today. The North London club are 4 points ahead of Manchester City in the table after 19 games, and will need to stay consistent in the remaining 19 league fixtures to win the title. They struggled at times due to injuries to key players during the first half of the first campaign, and Mikel Arteta will be praying for a better fitness level across his squad. Having Rice travel with the team is a huge boost, and fans will be excited to see him return to the starting 11, given his huge influence this term. He's been a key player for the club this term, and they will need him available going forward to boost their title chances. Bournemouth versus Arsenal predicted lineup today and confirmed team news. Arsenal are sweating on the fitness of Declan Rice as they prepare for their Premier League clash against Bournemouth this evening. The Gunners missed the midweek victory over Aston Villa Tuesday night, the first time he has sat out of a league game all season. Rice took a kick to the knee during the win over Brighton last weekend, with swelling still a problem midweek, ensuring he was not considered for the visit of Unai Emery's side. It is thought to be a short-term issue, with hope the swelling will have gone down in time for kickoff at the Vitality Stadium. A decision was to be made on Rice's availability after Friday's final training session. Mikel Arteta is able to call on his first-choice pairing at centre-half since November, with Gabriel Magalhaes returning in imperious form midweek. William Saliba and Jurrien Timber are expected to keep their places in the side, but the game today comes too soon for Riccardo Calafiori. The Italy international has missed his side's last 2 games after picking up a knock in the warm-up ahead of the Brighton game. He'll sit out of today's game, with Christian Mosquera also still unavailable. Overall, Arsenal's injury concerns have eased considerably in recent weeks, with Max Daumann their only other absentee.
Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus are both available again, leaving Arteta with a big decision to make up front. Victor Gyökeres continues to labor up top, and you could even argue he could now be fourth choice up front, with Mikel Merino proving just how effective he is in that role again this season. Havertz may be viewed as Arteta's first choice option, given the considerable faith he has placed in the German over the years, but after his performance off the bench against Villa, a start for Jesus would certainly be one on merit. Arsenal 11 to face Bournemouth, Metro prediction. Plenty will hinge on Rice's availability, but given how confidently his side swept aside Villa in his absence, Arteta might be tempted to give Rice more time to rest and recover, with a huge midweek clash with Liverpool looming next week. Who starts up front will be a big call. Gyökeres has done little to justify another start, with Havertz and Jesus both waiting in the wings.